everyone, it's Julia, and today's video is going to be discussing Stevenson University in review. So I got the idea to make this video because I realized that I don't feel like there's really a lot of college review videos on YouTube, and I noticed that right now it's like high time and it's like prime time for people to try to decide where they want to go to college. So I just decided to give a review of Stevenson and what I feel as I'm a senior about to graduate from here, and basically what I thought of my experience here. I'm going to review Stevenson based on 8 categories. So we have academics, food, health and safety, housing, overall experience, party scene, student life, and value. So I wanted to kind of preface this with kind of talking about what kind of school Stevenson is. So Stevenson is a small liberal arts college located in Maryland, located just outside of Maryland. Small liberal arts college. So there's about, I don't know how many people are enrolled here. I would say the number's around 5,000, maybe a little more than 5,000. A lot of these people are commuters. That number could be totally wrong. I'm gonna edit it if it's wrong. Yeah, a lot of people are commuters here, so it's more of a commuter school. It's pretty expensive. Tuition can run anywhere from like $35,000. You better get those scholarships. I'm telling you, this school is a school that you really need to get scholarships. You really need to try your best in high school so that way you can get those scholarships, because this is an expensive school. It doesn't come cheap. So there's that. Also, this school is, it's it's a cool school. I really like it here. I think this is a good school. Do I feel that I paid a lot for my experience? Yes, I did. I don't feel like I really should have paid as much for the experience I got. So I will definitely say that. But I enjoyed this school. So we're gonna start with the academics. So academically speaking, this school is very good. This school is really great for academics, and pretty much this school is very academically focused. We have so many different resources. We have, obviously our tutoring center. We have a lot of different areas to study. We also have a lot of professors who seem to really care about your success. I really have met a lot of the professors that I've met at this school that I've worked with have really been concerned with success. So you will definitely have professors that will make sure that they will set you up for success. They want to make sure you're doing well. They want to make sure you understand their material. So when I was a nursing major and when I was basically in the sciences, I got really close to my anatomy and physiology professors, and they were very accommodating with me, and they're also very open about, office hours and things like that. I feel that for some professors, you kind of do have to make more of an effort to meet with them, but I feel like that's at any college. Some professors aren't as easy to reach, but I feel like most of the professors that I've worked with at Stevenson have been pretty easy to get a hold of. If I can't get a hold of them through email, they're pretty easy to text or call. I really like a lot of the professors, and I am a psychology major, so a lot of the psych professors here, if you're interested in going into psychology, a lot of the professors here are extremely accommodating, and they're really, really easygoing to talk to. None of them kind of strike me as like, oh, I don't want to talk to you. Pretty much all of them I can talk to pretty easily. They're extremely helpful, extremely accommodating, and they've really helped prepare me for the real world. We have a lot of career classes to take to kind of prep you to be more career oriented. I can definitely say before I entered psychology, I was not as career oriented. I was not as I didn't understand what it meant to get a job or how I needed to conduct myself. I didn't understand that as well until I got here. So definitely academically speaking, it's a really great school. Again, we have a lot of resources. We have the career center that helps you with interviews, that helps with your resume, so many different resources. So trust me, academically, you're not gonna fall by the wayside. There are so many staff members and people here to want to see you succeed, and you just have so many resources. I feel like I'm not explaining it as much as I'm feeling it, but yeah, academically I always felt secure. Right, so for academics, I would give this school an A. I'll give this school an A. Academics, definitely the school receives an A. For the campus, so essentially the campus atmosphere. The campus at Stevenson is really nice. It's really appealing. We have 3 different campuses. So we have the Owings Mills campus, we have the Owings Mills North campus, and then we have the Green Spring campus. The Green Spring campus is not in use as much as it used to be. It's mostly now the Owings Mills North and Owings Mills campus. And the Owings Mills campus is where the dorms are located, where the dorms and apartments and dining halls and things like that are located. So on the Owings Mills campus, you have the Brown building, which is the library and also where a lot of business majors, and they have the courtroom. And I mean, I'm not totally familiar with a lot of like this stuff in Brown, but I mean, for most people that are not legal studies majors or not business majors, it's the library. So Brown has that, and then you have Garrison Hall, which is where you go for financial aid. You go for, you know, that's where the gym is, the Garrison Hall Gym Center, Garrison Hall North Gym. Yeah, and I worked there, by the way. So yes, there's the gym there. You can hold a lot of different events in one of the rooms. There's a lot of different rooms where you can hold events. There's the e-gaming room. So there's a lot of, you know, resources in Garrison Hall. And then when you have Garrison Hall South, which is the building to its left, I hope I'm not explaining this like trash. You have Garrison Hall South, which has the tutoring center, which has the academic link. So, you know, tutoring, you can go in there to study, you can go in there to print things out. We also have the reading room, which is a really nice, like, very cozy room to go study, to relax and lounge. There are study rooms. It really looks like a hotel. Like, I remember the first time I walked into it because they just opened it, I think, last year. It felt like a true hotel. It was so cool. I really like the reading room. It's very quiet in there as well. So if you really need quiet time, relaxation time, the reading room is the place to go. Also, we have the coffee house, which sells Starbucks items. So there's a lot of resources for that. We also have open mic night at the coffee house, so it's really good for entertainment, and it's also a really nice place to study. And it's really nice. It's very modern looking. There's a little stage. It's very modern and sweet looking. I think they were going for that like typical coffee house experience where you go to get coffee, and then there's like a performance or something like that. So it's a really nice addition to the campus. So yeah, and then so that's pretty much like the Owings Mills campus. Then there's the dining hall, Rockland, and then there's Pandini's, which is like a mini dining hall right next to it. So yeah, then you have the Radcliffe Community Center where you can play games. Like there's like ping pong, there's the piano, you can just sit and chill. There's a lot of places on campus I feel like you can just go to chill. Like, I didn't really realize that until just now as I was thinking about it. There's a lot of places on Stevenson's campus where you can go to just chill. So Radcliffe is a really nice place to go chill, to sit in the big chairs. They have really big chairs. There's TV rooms that you can book those rooms if you want to watch movies, if you want to play video games with your friends, you can just book those rooms. Yeah, so that's like a brief rundown of the Owings Mills campus, and that's where everyone lives. So yeah. And then you have Owings Mills North, which is home to pretty much a lot of majors, especially science majors. So Owings Mills North is a very academic building, and that's where you're most likely going to be commuting from back and forth if you are a science major, or any, like pretty much almost any major, psychology, human services, pretty much almost every major. It commutes from Owings Mills to the Owings Mills North campus, and you can get to the Owings Mills North campus by walking or taking the shuttle. So that's the campus. It's pretty, it's really pretty, it's really nice and quaint. I would give the campus probably a B, only because I find it kind of hard to get around sometimes. Like, sometimes I feel like, especially for visitors, it's very confusing. I feel like it's like that for every college campus, but Stevenson is particularly pretty confusing. So when you first come here, you're gonna be confused. Don't worry, everyone gets confused. So I give the campus like a B. Next on my category list is food. So what do I think of the food on Stevenson's campus? Okay, so the food. Like I mentioned before, we have the Rockland Dining Hall, and we have Pandini's, which is like a mini dining hall next to it on the main campus. And then we have the Cafe North on Owings Mills North, so that's where you go get food if you're in class on the North campus. And then there's food at Green Spring. Green Spring is the best food, by the way, but you're probably not going to be in Green Spring as much because there's not as many majors that are in Green Spring anymore. But the main campus food is not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. But I would definitely say that it's a lot better than other campus food I've had. It's a lot better than Towson's food. I've had like even UMES. I feel like I feel like Stevenson's food is a lot better. But honestly, there are nights where they're just hit and miss. Some nights it's really good, other nights it's not. It just kind of depends. It is what it is. They serve grilled food, so you have hot dogs, chicken sandwiches, burgers. Sometimes they have like funnel cake fries, they have chili dogs, they have a lot of different things on the grill, but that's the main things that they serve mostly. And then you have another portion, which I don't know what you call this section, but they'll have like mashed potatoes, they'll have rice, they'll have like tacos, depending on the night. So it changes depending on the night, and sometimes they'll have fried chicken, they'll have mac and cheese. It's like a very like, you know, like you have your protein, your carbs, and your veggies kind of station, yeah. And then on the other side of Rockland, we have the veggie station, the vegan station, which is for a lot of vegetarians, vegans, which I think has gotten a lot better since I first started coming to Stevenson. I think they've expanded that area a lot better, and you also have other kinds of food over there. It's kind of like when you go in there, you really just gotta walk around and see what is there. There's also pizza as well, so yeah, it has pretty good variety, but like I said, it's a hit and miss. Some days it's really good, other days it's like could be so much better. So the food isn't the greatest, but hey, it's a lot better than what you would typically get at other schools. Food, I would probably give it a B minus, C plus. The food at North isn't the greatest, so C plus to B minus. It's kind of like, what do you expect from a college? But like I said, it's a lot better than other colleges, so I will give it that. Next, we have health and safety, and I think for health and safety, I think this school is very safe. I've never really felt unsafe at this school. We have a lot of security around. I still think that, you know, like for example, if you're working at night, or if you're like coming from somewhere at night on the Owings Mills campus, you don't ever have to worry about walking back to your dorm by yourself. I don't think it's something you need to worry about. However, I will say things are a lot different from when I first started attending Stevenson. I started attending in 2016, and things have changed in our society and our climate since then. And so even though I feel safe walking across campus at night, still try to have a buddy with you every now and then. Obviously carry mace, carry all the things you need to carry to protect yourself, you know, make sure you have things to protect yourself, because at the end of the day, it is a college campus regardless of how safe it is. So I will say a lot of times I let my guard down at Stevenson because it is a very safe campus. We rarely have issues with theft. We've had issues with theft before, but it's very rare, like not that I hear of. So this is a very safe campus. I will say again, be safe. Don't just like think that you're like invincible. Still take precautions and still be extremely aware of your surroundings, because at the end of the day, it's a college. Health-wise, I would say health, the Wellness Center is very accommodating for health. We have a lot of counseling services. We have obviously, you know, doctors, physicians that are willing to check on you, and we also have testing for STDs. They give free condoms, free hand sanitizer, free masks, free a lot of things. So I always steal hand sanitizer from the Wellness Center. I will just peek in there sometimes, just take a bunch and just, you know, because I don't want to buy any of my own. So yeah, and it smells decent, so you know. Yeah, the Wellness Center is really good and really accommodating and really willing to help students. So also counseling and therapy is also pretty good. I will say that it could be better. I feel like in terms of counseling, at least last time I went to counseling, I feel like they could have more representation and diversity. There could be a lot more diversity. That's another category that I forgot to write down. But yeah, diversity could be a lot better on Stevenson's campus with counseling and just in general, but I'll get into that. So yeah, I would say I would give health and safety an A. Thanks for watching this first part of the video. I will be uploading, I don't know why I'm spinning. I will be uploading part 2 either later this week or next week, so stay tuned for the next part. In the next part, I'll be talking about housing, the party scene, some other stuff. Yeah, so stay tuned. Peace.